What's good, Starvibe fam? Welcome back. Today, we've got some piping hot tea to spill. Jay-Z and Beyoncé may have just thrown some slick shade at Nicki Minaj after she called them out in that fiery track. So let's jump straight into it now. Let's be clear, it's not really Beyoncé directly, but there's definitely been some shady energy coming from the Roc Nation camp, especially when it comes to Jay-Z and Desiree Perez. Ever since Nicki showed love to Desiree's estranged daughter, things seem to have taken a wild turn behind the scenes. It's like they've been plotting against Nicki all over again. But here's the real kicker. I think what really set things off was that Instagram live. That live had Desiree and Jay-Z shooked up. Before we break down how Jay-Z might have subtly shaded Nicki, I want you to check out this video. Pay close attention to the conversations happening, because if you really listen, it starts to sound like Roc Nation has been trying to sabotage Nicki for a long time. We're talking about messy, damaging rumors, some involving her daughter, that nobody's ever heard before. It's giving weird, it's giving targeted. So watch the clip, and then let's unpack it all. Trust me, you don't want to miss this.
Minaj, in a similar way to how Trump has done, has always been about draining the swamp, because again, like I said earlier, Halloween. So Nicki, it's been Nicki against the streaming companies, it's been Nicki against the Grammys, it's been Nicki against Billboard, it's been her against all these different people, and because she continues to bring things to light, she has more and more enemies that are on her. There's been an insane amount of effort for like 10 years to tear her down. So to see her speak up for your situation, it makes me have a lot of questions. Why is it that Nicki Minaj is so invested in what's happening to you?
So I know, I haven't spoken to her, by the way, so I'm gonna put that on the record. I have not been in direct contact with her. Would love to. I think she's standing up for me because she has been through some trauma and some abuse with Roc Nation, with Desiree Perez, with other individuals. What I can say about that is I've witnessed and heard a lot of things, again, as hearsay, right? So it doesn't even matter. And that's why I'm not even going to go into detail with that. If I have the opportunity to speak with Nicki, would love to connect with her on that. But I've kind of seen, just like you firsthand, how they've they've abused her. They've abused of her platform. They abused of her talents. They've abused of her freedom of speech. They've abused her family. They've attacked her husband. They've attacked her child. And it's sad. It's really sad. Somebody so resourceful, talented, high profile as Nicki Minaj being targeted. It should really scare the American people. It should really scare you guys too, right? Because I'm the daughter, so it's like at this point, if it's happening to me, I think she's really outspoken, and I'm grateful that she's being outspoken on it, because I think she's almost seeing it like, well, it happened to me, it's happening to her, let me speak up on it. Nobody is safe right now, and she's fed up. I think she's fed up because she's been through a lot. I've heard a lot.
Sorry to jump in. I was just saying, she even specified that everything that they're doing to you and that they have been doing to you, that they've been doing for years. She specified in her tweets talking about the way they were going in and manipulating her social media, shadow banning what she had to say, taking her stuff down. She even said that she's not releasing music this year because of all the efforts that allegedly Roc Nation has been doing to sabotage her. And even if you go back, her old manager Deb was offered $5 million to abandon her on tour and try to sabotage her entire tour. We even saw her be put in jail while she was overseas for something that was absolute nonsense. So I really wonder, is it the same ops that she has, the same people that she has pissed off, that you're having to deal with now too?
That's a good question. I think allegedly, I don't have like the proof that I have, and the receipts that I have for my case are very concrete. When this stuff was going on with Nicki, I was kind of oblivious, right? Because I was still very much had a relationship with my mother, so I was oblivious of the receipts that there may have been. So I didn't think to collect receipts or anything like that. I just heard a lot of stuff, right? Hearsay, which, you know, in a court of law, it doesn't hold any weight. So For my case, it's easier to speak on that because of the receipts. For her case, I'm just gonna speak as an observer, just like all of you on here. And from what I've read, right, on the blogs and from what I've seen, yeah, I think that Roc Nation has attacked her. I think that they have abused their influence and their power to tarnish Nicki Minaj's image. I mean, I heard, just like all of you, rumors that were going around that she was a drug addict. The Nicki Minaj that I grew up listening to and love and admire, never in my life suspected had a drug addiction. So when that was circulating, I was like, well, you know, where is that coming from? And then I was like, well, you know, that's kind of far-fetched. And then look at what happened to me. I got accused of being a drug addict as well. And I had the scientific proof. I'm sure Nicki probably has the scientific proof as well. I don't have her proof. I can't speak on her experience and I don't want to. That's why I hope to connect with her, because would love to hear her firsthand experience on that. But as an outsider looking in with you know, parallels to my case and some of the things I've read about her situation, it's concerning, it's frightening, and I do think there is enough to speculate, allegedly, that Roc Nation probably, most likely, abused their platform and their influence to kind of, you know, tarnish Nicki Minaj's image. Yeah.
I mean, wow.
Okay, y'all. I know that clip was a little long, but I needed you to really hear what was being said. Because this isn't just some outsider throwing accusations, this is someone close to the situation. These claims are coming from Desiree, Perez's own daughter, someone who's lived through similar experiences. That makes it all the more real. Now let's be honest, Jay-Z and Desiree aren't about to publicly admit anything. They're going to keep pretending like it's business, as usual, sweeping everything under the rug. And we've seen this play out before. Remember earlier this year, during Jay-Z's lawsuit, he hid behind his family and went around acting like nothing was going on. Classic deflection. Then out of nowhere, Nicki Minaj makes a post calling out married folks. And suddenly Jay and Beyoncé are performing together again. After not doing so for nearly 7 years. Let's be real, Jay-Z only hits the stage with either R. Kelly back in the day or Beyoncé, solo tours. Not his thing. Because honestly, who's really pulling up just to see Jay-Z? Even during On the Run, the fans were there for Beyoncé. People weren't screaming for her husband like that. Let's be honest. It's giving weird energy now, and the fact that Cardi B is suddenly in the mix too. That right there just screams fraudulent, and that's why I always keep my eye on Jay and Bey. There's too much strange stuff that goes unnoticed. Take the Savage Remix, for example. Why would Beyoncé jump on that for free? Then months later, Megan Thee Stallion gets honored with 3 Grammys, and she's not even signed to Park. Meanwhile, the artist who is signed to Parkwood is sitting in the crowd next to her mama. Make it make sense. Look, if Roc Nation wants to come for Nicki Minaj, they can go ahead and try. But let's not act like Jay-Z hasn't praised her before. In the beginning, he showed love. But after that, everything turned super quiet and private. Unlike Nicki's bond with Lil Wayne or Nas, her dynamic with Jay has always been distant and, frankly, a little strange. Jay might say nice things in public, but actions speak louder. So I want to know, do y'all think Nicki and Jay-Z could ever reconcile? Could they ever sit down, talk, and squash the beef? Or has it gone too far with the swatting, the industry shade, and everything Nicki, her fans, and her family have had to endure? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. I'm Starvibe. I'll see y'all in the next one.
I want to say, but it would be so real that I can't.
You gonna plead the fifth?
I gotta plead the fifth on that one, but honey child, I was to say that name.
Oh my God, I'm dying to hear this name.
It's 2 names that I want to say, honey. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, 2 guys, for lack of a better term.
2 guys?
Yeah.
Two men?
If you want to call them that.
Wow. 2 infantile dickheads.
Dickheads!
Dickheads.
Wishing for the kid to fail right now, but I ain't gonna. So keep it moving, and I am gonna blow up your spot one of these days.
Give it up for Nicki Minaj, everybody!